Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a lovely weekend and you are staying safe. This week on Guided Reading, we are going to be looking at a new book. But first, let's remind ourselves of our reading strategies. You can use any of these to help you with your reading, but the ones that I want you to focus on are your eagle eye, which is when you look at pictures in the book to help with the words, and your stretchy snake. That is when you look at the letters in the word and you stretch the sounds out slowly, and you go back and say the sounds together. Let's have a go at a stretchy snake of our own. Ready? Reputation. R-E-P-U-T-A-T-I-O-N. You have a go for me? Good job. Well done. Let's have a go one more time all together. Reputation. R-E-P-U-T-A-T-I-O-N. Good job. Well done. The book that we're going to be reading today is called Scratch's Bad Reputation. So, boys and girls, here is what our book looks like on Oxford Owl. Let's have a read. Scratch's Bad Reputations. Shark Shock. Horror story. A great white shark glides through the shallow water. Someone goes swimming. A dark thing pokes up through the waves. Then there's lots of kicking and screaming and, well, I don't want to put you off your jam tart. So, why stick up for sharks? Well, they're not that bad. Okay, they do kill around 15 people a year, but mostly by mistake. Divers and surfers look a bit like tasty seals. Some sharks sometimes get confused and chew on them. If someone walked by now looking just like a bit of cake, you might bite them. So what's more dangerous than a shark? Stairs? Yes. When it comes to stairs, you humans are hopeless. Hundreds of people are killed falling down stairs every year. You should grow a tail for balance like me. Scratch fact. Some sharks can smell a single drop of blood in an area of water the size of a swimming pool. Scratch tip. Don't put a shark in your swimming pool. Roaches rock. Nothing scuttles like a cockroach into houses, into hotels, making humans scream. But why? Cockroaches don't bite, but they'll scoff anything. In fact, they're a lot like you. They are. Scientists say they love sweets so much they dribble when they smell them. And now you're dribbling too. Ugh, please stop. There are around 4,000 types of cockroaches, but only 25 are the kind that come indoors and dribble. They can spread diseases, but they are amazing. Don't you believe me? Check out these facts. Scratch fact. The Madagascan hissing cockroach is like a walking set of bagpipes. It has holes down its body which it squeezes air through, making a hissing sound. Scratch fact. Some cockroaches can survive without food for 6 weeks or more, and scientists have shown that some cockroaches can live without their heads for 2 weeks. Scratch tip. Don't try to live without your head for 2 weeks. It doesn't work for humans. Wonderful wasps. Wonderful wasps, are you completely eyeball-poppingly bonkers? You shout. Calm down and stop making that face. Fair enough, wasps can fly around your face, angrily headbutt windows when trapped indoors, but their mates to your picnic without asking. They sting. Scratch facts, nearly all wasps are female, and they're the ones that sting. But wasps are insect world's most talented architects. That's why they can build with bits. Here's what they can build with bits of wood that they've chewed up and spat out. Wasps helpfully pollinate plants. Wasps are food for birds. And when you look at them closely, wasps are quite good looking. Scratch tip. Don't flap at wasps today. Sing a song and back away. Stupendous stingrays. Do you like swimming? I do. Rats are brilliant swimmers. Now, meet an even better swimmer. Stingrays hide in the sand on the sunbed. Then, whoosh! Up and flap through the water like weird birds. Stingrays have a nasty sting on their tails. Scratch fact. Stingrays hunt by smell and feel. Their eyes are on top of their heads so they can detect predators above them. Okay, they have killed people, but nowhere near as many as sharks and stares. Remember those killer stares. There are around 200 different types of stingray. They can be as small as your hand or bigger than an adult. Stingrays eat crabs and shellfish. They are quite shy, although some stingrays will let divers hand feed them. In aquariums, some stingrays even swim up to get their backs scratched. Scratch tip. Don't try to hide in the sand or the seabed unless you're a stingray. And if you are a stingray, what are you doing reading this book? These pages will get soggy. Webby wonders. Ah, look at his little furry face. He's not scary, he's like a teddy bear. An 8-eyed, 8-legged teddy bear. But in some countries, maybe you should be scared of spiders. In Australia, Sydney funnel web spiders have fangs that can bite right through a toenail. They are one of the world's deadliest spiders. There's anti-venom for their bite, though, so most humans' victims can survive. Spiders don't want to bite you, they want to bite insects. Would you prefer to bite a donut or an elephant? A donut. But you might bite an elephant if it stood on your head. See the spider's point now? Many spiders eat flies. If they didn't, there would be swarms of flies everywhere, and spiders make beautiful webs. Look! Scratch fact. Some people in Cambodia eat fried tarantula spiders. Yum. Scratch tip. Add a bit of garlic, makes fried tarantula extra tasty. Fang fear. Vampire bats. Mwahaha. Do your best scary voice in this bit. By moonlight they swarm in search of blood, swooping down on your neck, getting out their huge fangs and... Okay, stop. That's not true. That's just in a horror film. In real life, vampire bats crawl about the grass and then fly up and land on an animal's bottom, such as a cow, horse or donkey. Next, with their teeny-weeny fangs, they make a tiny cut. The animals they bite don't usually notice. Scratch tip. Don't bite a cow's bottom. It will not be nice. Isn't the body completely drained of blood, I hear you scream? No. Vampire bats drink about a teaspoonful, then they are full. But they carry disease, I hear you whimper. Well, they can, but so can your dog or cat. Scratch fact, vampire bats look after each other. If one is ill and hungry, another bat will pass along some blood. You don't want to know how. Sensational scorpions. What are scorpions? Are they spiders? Mini lobsters? No, they are arachnids, like spiders, because they have 8 legs. But where did they get those claws and stinging tails? Okay, I admit I'm rattled. Scorpions are freaky. They live almost everywhere, from deserts to rainforests and even in some cities. Out of almost 2,000 different types, only 30 or 40 have stings that can kill you. The scorpions do kill thousands of people every year, and when they are concerned or feel threatened. Scratch fact, some scorpions can live on just one insect a year. So why are scorpions sensational? Some types of scorpion can survive being frozen solid. After that, scorpion defrost, it just walks away. Scratch fact, scorpions glow in the dark under a special ultraviolet light. Scratch tip, the bigger a scorpion's claws are, the better for humans. Scorpions with small claws have deadlier stings. Noisy devils. Life's tough when you look and sound weird, and everyone calls you a devil, and you smell of decay. You're not going to get invited to many parties. Tasmanian devils are carnivores. They are marsupials that live on the island of Tasmania, part of Australia. They make wild, shrieking noises that scare the pants off of people. When a Tasmanian devil gets upset, its ears go red. Then it lets off a stink like rotten meat. Scratch fact: a Tasmanian devil stores fat in its tail. A stinky tail means it's unwell. So it's noisy, smelly, and freaky, but usually harmless to humans. It would only bite you if scared. Tasmanian devils are endangered because they are often hunted, hit by cars, or they will suffer from diseases. There are so few devils left now that they're protected by law. Poor devils. Scratch tip: if you want to get asked to parties, try not to scream and make your ears go red. Snake shake. Ah! I admit it, I'm scared of snakes, but I'm a rat. A snake sees me and thinks, ooh, munchies. How scared should you be? If they bite, snakes can inject venom, which is painful and can be sometimes deadly. So why am I sticking up for snakes? They eat me. Well, snakes don't mean to be mean. They've got to eat something. And did you know that scientists think snake venom could be used to make medicine? Truly, one day you might get cured by a snake. And look, some snakes are quite pretty. But being this pretty can mean you end up as a shoe or a purse. Many thousands of snakes are killed every year just for their beautiful skin. Scratch tip: never wake a snake. Scratch fact: snakes don't have eyelids. That made blink, didn't it? Clap the rat. Ah, come on, give me an applause. Look at me, I'm cute. Some people say rats are smelly and carry disease, but I carry no more disease than any other wild animals. I'm clean, I am. Of course, some of my wild rat mates think you're smelly. They might bite, so don't mess with them. But some of us live with humans. Ali Sparks, my assistant on this book, has kept pet rats and says they're clever and friendly as dogs. So are you still going to do a flappy, shrieky dance whenever a wasp walks by? Will you go weak or freak and squeak eek when you see a spider? Even after everything I've told you, or will you say it's not bad, it's just got a bad reputation? I hope you do, especially about rats. You do think I'm cute, really. You do. Rub my ears, I know you want to. Scratch fact: rats are top swimmers. We can swim for days. Scratch tips: many pet rats liked having their ears rubbed. Now that I've finished reading, go all the way back to the beginning and have a go at reading it yourself. If you're struggling, you can rewind the video and listen to me read it again, or down here on Oxford Owl you have the play button where they will read it for you. This week on Guided Reading we are looking at word searches again. So all you need to do to access the word search is click on the link that I will post in your class dojo, and it will come up with this page. To enter the word search, just enter your name and press start. Now that has loaded, it will look like this, and all you need to do is press start. You need to find all of these words down the side in your word search. Don't forget to send me a lovely picture of your work. Enjoy and have fun.